All right, hey everyone, welcome to Jackson Action, our weekly Facebook Live show where we'll tell you about the best events, things to do in the Jacksonville area. I'm Letitia Barriola. And everyone knows our physical meteorologist.
And we're amping it up this week. I liked that music.
I know, we were dancing a little bit.
It is. It makes you want to move a little bit.
Yeah. It was something you're used to doing because welcome our CJ from our sister station,
Thank
WAPE.
you so much.
The face behind the radio mic.
Normally I'm in a dark studio, which is kind of the way I like it. But I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
Yeah, so every Friday she's going to join us. And part of what we're going to do is also talk about some of the big sort of headlines of the week, trending topics. I would like to discuss Miss Fergie, Fergalicious national anthem. I know this happened a couple of days ago, but everyone's kind of still talking about it. Fergie.
Absolutely.
She put a little twist on the national anthem.
And a twist?
A twist.
Yeah, I guess you could call it a twist. I actually was watching it in real time. My boyfriend just happened to have it on. And I was like, when they first announced her, I was like, no. Why would you even put Fergie in that position? You know, it's not going to work out. And then it was just so awful. And I'm watching the basketball players thinking, oh, they're trying to keep it in. And I actually made videos and put it on my Instagram story. And then later, just a few minutes later, it blew up on Twitter.
Yeah, there she is. Yeah, so this is the moment it all happened. And what do you think, Ari? I mean, she ended up saying that she took a risk artistically, and it didn't turn out as planned.
I just think this isn't like the time or the place for an artistic look at
risk.
Right, like just sing the national anthem and I mean, not that she wasn't respectful, but it was just kind of silly.
Well, she apologized and said, you know what, I'm a risk taker. I'm owning up to it. You didn't like it, but okay. Can we just watch one more second for Draymond Green coming up here? He's gonna look really serious, and then LeBron looks like he wants to smile. He's not smiling, but eventually we get to, there's Chance the Rapper. He giggles.
He starts it.
I forgot this actor's name from Blackish, but he looks
like he's just, mumbling something.
But anyway,
there
it was
she
fun.
goes.
There she goes.
She did look beautiful, though.
Yeah.
And she's trying to come out with some new music, and so I'm sure that was probably the reason why she took this artistic risk.
She definitely got some attention for it, so if that's what she was looking for.
Speaking of attention, The Bachelorette.
The Bachelor. It's Ari. Yeah. The Bachelor. His name is my nickname. So,
that's right.
But so he's now down to hometowns. We've gone to the hometowns. We're down to just 3 girls now. This week he sent Tia home. Are you guys watching?
Yes, and good. I actually cried.
I cried too.
That was awful to watch. Her cry is so sad.
She was really heartbroken,
and I was surprised.
Yeah, he had nothing to say for giving her any kind of reasoning or anything. So it was, I would say, a little bit of a slow start to the season. Honestly, it took me a little while to get into it, but now I'm in.
You're all in.
And of course, all season long, Megan, your radio sister over there at WAPE, she and I have a podcast called The Batchcast that you guys can check in on what we have to say about The Bachelor. And we're now on iTunes, which I was like, ooh, I have to go subscribe. So I searched Batchcast. And that brought up Bachcast about Bach. So make sure you search The Batchcast. Unless you want to learn about Bach, you might want to do that too.
That is so cool. I'm loving the collaborations we're having with our radio, partners.
Plus, it's fun to get to know our audience in a little bit more of a fun way than we do on our news sometimes.
I agree. This has been fun. All right, let's talk about the big weekend this weekend. It's Monster Jam weekend. Monster truck driver Chad Fortune stopped by and he talked to our Phil Amato. Here they are.
Monster Jam back in Jacksonville over at Everbank Field Saturday at 7 o'clock at night, and we have the opportunity to talk to one of the Monster Jam drivers here, Chad Fortune of Soldier Fortune. Chad, so much for joining us. Thanks so much for being here today.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I love being back in Jacksonville.
Tell us about Soldier Fortune, what kind of truck it is and how long it's been around now.
Just a giant monster truck. Been around for about 5 years. The way it came about it is Soldier Fortune is a tribute truck to the U.S. military, the men and women who fight for our country, making sure that we can come out and play Monster Jam.
Right.
And of course also the veterans out there that are in plain clothes, coming out. They need a hero. They need somebody to represent them, and that's what I want to do.
Monster Jam is so huge here in Jacksonville. Been going on for pretty much decades now. And when you come to see this crowd, what do you think of it? I mean, it's packed over at the stadium.
It really is. It's so much fun. I've been doing this for about 18 years. I had trucks like Superman and Captain America, and I mean, tell you, the fans are some of the best in the country, but best in the world. They come out and you can really feel the electricity in the stadium.
And what's cool is I've been seeing the video beforehand, some of the new tricks that you have this year. Tell us about that.
Oh my gosh, the new tricks. I mean, going up and trying to stay, you know, on all fours for all this time, now you're just taking it so far to the edge. There's also there's the nose wheelies, where you're literally taking a 10,000-pound machine and just balancing it on its front two wheels.
The grill is almost right to the dirt there,
you're looking straight down on it and trying to hold it without flipping over. The bicycling and stuff, these are all the tricks that, well, now they call them tricks. These are all things we were trying to take to the edge and get back on all fours. Now we're just taking them out there on purpose.
And how's it for you when you're doing that? Are you still trying to master that?
Yeah, I'm working it out. The younger guys are getting it. They've got a lot more practice than I have doing that. I've been trying to, you know, get it out there. Go high, big, and ride in wheelies. That's my trick.
You say you've been doing this for 18 years as a monster truck driver, but you have quite the experience in other sports as well, right?
Yeah. I was a pro wrestler.
You were a pro wrestler for how many years?
About 4 or 5 years.
And then you were an NFL player, right?
Yeah, I played in the NFL for a little while too. College at University of Louisville, but it all prepared me to be a monster truck driver.
And how is it when you get behind the wheel? Because you're a big guy there, and a lot of guys are a little bit smaller, like the fighter jets. Yeah. Is that an advantage or disadvantage for you?
It's a completely custom truck. It's built for me. It's got leg room and stuff like that. But it's I feel like I have a long neck, so I get a lot of movement in there. But you just adjust, and it's okay.
And you guys really go all over the world, so this truck gets shipped overseas as well, right?
Yeah, our busy season here in the United States is January through March, and then we put them in containers, and then we ship them all over the world. And the crowds love them. Yeah. It's U.S. Do it big and go home, and it's really getting great feedback.
What if people have never been to a monster truck event? What should they look for Saturday night?
Well, it truly is family and kids and really good, clean fun. I mean, we have pit parties. The kids can come up and talk to us. The parents can come up and talk to us, tell us what they want to see, kick the tires, ask questions about the truck and the technicians. And then it's extreme motorsports, a lot of fun, real racing, one-on-one competition. You lose, you're out for the night. And then, of course, the new two-wheel skills, where it's technical. And then everybody loves freestyle. They show off extreme 2 minutes and wow the crowd. And the crowd votes. And decides who the winner is.
So this is unlike wrestling, where it has a pre-planned outcome, right?
Well, yeah, you never know with these. You can't plan, taking it over there if it's going to hold or not.
And you break the truck every single time, don't you?
Well, I try not to.
But if you're putting on a good show, I guess.
It gets close, and then sometimes it doesn't always work out.
One thing a parent should do is that for little kids, they got to bring the earplugs, right? Because it gets a little noisy.
Yeah, I recommend to have, it's a loud motor. It's adrenaline. You can feel it in your heart when the trucks start racing out there. But, be smart. Bring some ear protection. And dress for the weather and be ready to have full adrenaline rush.
Thank you so much, Soldier Fortune. And you have the Black Ops, too. That's also sister or brother truck,
right? It's a sister truck. It's not here this weekend. It's out doing its own show somewhere else. And, if you're not seeing me, you may see Black Ops.
Very good. Have a great time. I know we will. I'm going with my family Saturday night, so we'll go ahead and see you. And we'll see how you do in that wheelie, okay?
Give me good scores no matter what happens.
We'll do. No toys but the big boys.
That's right.
We'll do. Once again, 7 o'clock over at Everbank Field. Monster Truck event. Be there. Letitia, back to you.
Thanks, Phil and Chad. That was pretty cool. Yeah. And we actually have something really special for you guys. Well, first, I want to give a shout out. We've got Janet saying hello. Janet is a faithful viewer of Action News Jax. We got to shout her out. Janet. And then Alex, thank you for telling me Anthony Anderson. I know his name, but it just slipped my mind from Blackish. So cool
Anthony Anderson. That's right. Okay, so exciting stuff. 2 family 4-packs, or whoever you want to take with you, to Monster Jam on Saturday. So last minute little giveaway. This is how you enter. On the Facebook Live, in the comments, say Monster Jam or something you love about Monster Jam, and tag a friend that you want to bring with you to be one of your 4. And these also come with VIP pit party passes, so you can meet the drivers before the show.
So cool.
Yeah, if you got kids, they can see the trucks up close, so it's really exciting. Yeah.
Okay, guys, we want to hear from you. This is a big deal. That's a total of 8 different tickets we're trying to give away right here on Jackson Action. So just say Monster Jam or something you love, like you said, CJ, and we will follow up with you right after this at some point and let you know if you're the winner and what you got to do next. Now let's jump over to First Alert meteorologist Ariel Nixon. She's checking out our weekend weather. Hey, Ari.
Hey, guys. I am tracking some showers as we head into your Friday afternoon because we know that's when the weekend starts. So 2 o'clock this afternoon, we'll see a few isolated showers kind of near to I-95 or just west of 95. And we'll continue to see a few of those as we head through the afternoon and into the early evening. So 5 to 6 o'clock, still a few showers out there. So as you're leaving work and heading home for your weekend between I-95 and Highway 301, we will have just a few showers. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies, and then as the sun sets, those showers will die out. We'll be partly cloudy overnight tonight and into early Saturday. We'll see patchy fog developing. On Saturday, I'm expecting partly sunny skies. Winds coming in out of the south are going to push our temperatures into the mid-80s, and we'll stay dry for your Saturday for the most part. Maybe a few stray showers, but overall, mainly just that partly sunny sky. Now, speaking of Saturday, out at Jacksonville Beach, and this is a live look now from our Action News Jax First Alert Skycam network. Jacksonville Beach, looking at the SeaWalk Pavilion. This weekend, we have the SeaWalk Music Festival. So they're starting to set up for that already this morning, and they'll have things all set up by the end of the day today because it starts tomorrow. Tomorrow, if you're heading out around noon, we're going to have a lot of sunshine, temperatures into the upper 70s by 12. This is probably one of the first times many of us have been out in the sun in the last couple of months, so make sure you have the hat, sunscreen, sunglasses. By 4 o'clock, we'll see highs in the upper 70s. Remember, along the coast, our temperatures are going to stay cooler because you are closer to water temps that are in the 60s. So if you live inland and you're heading out to the beach for the afternoon, just be prepared that temperatures are going to be a little bit cooler than what you're seeing farther inland. By 9 o'clock after the sun sets, we'll have mainly clear skies, a few clouds out there, and temperatures dropping into the 60s. So again, if you're going to be out there past sunset, you may even want a light jacket. Monster Jam, that's tomorrow evening. At 5 o'clock, we'll be in the upper 70s. But again, as the sun sets, temperatures drop quickly. I'm expecting dry conditions, low 70s by 7. And by 9 o'clock, we'll be in the upper 60s out at Everbank for Monster Jam. Again, another look at your weekend forecast hour by hour. Whatever it is you're doing on Saturday, it's going to be a beautiful day. We'll start off with temps in the low 60s. By noon, partly sunny inland. We'll get into the low 80s as early as noon, and we'll see highs during the afternoon in the mid 80s with partly sunny skies for your Saturday. Sunday, another warm one. We start off in the low to mid 60s. Temperatures climb into the lower 80s as we head towards lunchtime, and during the afternoon, we'll stay partly sunny with highs in the mid 80s. But keep in mind, we may see an isolated shower by Sunday afternoon. We are going to start to see that ridge of high pressure that's been bringing us the warm and dry weather kind of start to break down. By Monday, more rain with a cold front on the way, but for the weekend, for the most part, it's dry with temps in the mid 80s. All right, now time to find out the latest on what's going on music-wise here in Jacksonville over the weekend. So I'll send it over to CJ.
We have an exciting weekend of concerts and music festivals, but first, let's check out some tours that are stopping right here in Jacksonville. First up, these guys have been around for a while. Styx just announced they'll be making their way to North Florida. Styx first made it big in the 70s and incredibly are still touring and rocking that gorgeous long hair, performing at the St. Augustine Amphitheater on Friday, April 13th. Next up is Vance Joy, this very handsome Australian singer-songwriter hitting the road to support his album Nation of Two. You can catch him at the St. Augustine Amphitheater as well on Tuesday, May 8th. Now, this next show I'm so excited about. These bands all put on an incredible live show. 30 Seconds to Mars, Walk the Moon, and Mr. Wives, all hitting the stage at the Daly's Place Amphitheater on Sunday, July 1st. We did give away some tickets on the Big Ape, so hopefully you already won those. But if not, make sure to grab you a pair and maybe request off work the next day, because that show's going to be a really good time. Another concert at the St. Augustine Amphitheater is Steve Miller Band and Peter Frampton, two of the biggest rock acts of the 70s, touring again together this summer, and we're lucky to be one of the stops. Check them out Friday, July 20th. Lastly, a bit of a throwback, but oh so good. I'm talking about OAR coming to Jacksonville. Their Just Like Paradise tour kicks off this summer. You can see OAR and special guest Matt Nathanson at Daly's Place on Sunday, August 5th. All right, now let's talk about some live music happening this weekend. First up, the SeaWalk Music Fest, happening at the Jacksonville Beach Pavilion all day Saturday and Sunday. Beer, food trucks, shopping, free live music. You really can't beat that. Headliner on Saturday is Split Tone, Grandpa's Cough Medicine on Sunday. Also happening on Saturday, Get Downtown at Hemming Park. Kicking off at noon, this free event celebrates African American culture. The headliner is the Cats Downstairs, and they take the stage at 7 o'clock. Artists, food trucks, beer, wine. Sounds like a great way to spend your Saturday. All right, that's it for me. Letitia, what else is going on in Jax this weekend?
Thanks, CJ. All right, it's time to talk about what to do this weekend. I've got 5 big events that you and your friends and family just don't want to miss. We're going to start over in Riverside with the Riverside Craft Beer Festival. It is this Saturday from 4 to 7 at the Riverside Arts Market. More than 100 craft beers, food trucks, live music, general admission. Tickets cost $50, a little pricey, but hey, you get some beer and it sounds like it could be a lot of fun. All right, let's head to the Northeast Florida Scottish Games and Festival. This is this Saturday from 9 to 10 p.m. This is in Clay County, so it's the Clay County Fairgrounds. It focuses on Highland games, including athletics, tug of war, kilted mill, fiddle competition. Now that sounds pretty interesting. There'll be some Guinness beer, garden tent, Celtic band music too. This sounds pretty unique. Not much like that over here in Northeast Florida. All right, we're heading to Jacksonville Manatee Festival. That is also Saturday from 10 to 2 at the Jacksonville Zoo and Gardens. They celebrate one of Florida's most beloved and endangered residents. We love watching our manatees, right? There's also going to be some live music. There's some food there too. Conservation groups will be talking about what they do to keep our manatees good and safe. That's this Saturday. All right, who's ready to dance a little bit? Did you know it's National Dance Week? Well, apparently it is. And this Saturday and Sunday, the Jack's Landing local and regional dance groups, they'll be performing on the big main stage there at the Landing. If you want to go to the website, there's a little bit more information, but you can see them here. They're just dancing away. Sounds like fun, especially if the kiddos are into dancing a little bit. All right, we're going to go back to Riverside now for the Friends with Autism Walk. That's this Sunday in Riverside, and over 20,000 local families. They're living with autism in North Florida, and this run and walk raises some awareness for autism. It funds support, making strides for autism. Love our actual opening there, Jackson Action.
Yeah, it's cute.
One last shout out to Monster Jam. Again, we have some free tickets.
Yes,
so
yes.
In our comments, say Monster Jam, tag your friends. Ariel is a big fan.
I think it's really fun. You should go. Check it out. Definitely bring earplugs though, because it gets loud. But I mean, they do crazy things with those trucks, especially in an open air stadium like Everbank. It's going to be a good time.
And you've gone for years upon years, and in Jacksonville.
Yeah, I went all through college. And
that is so fun.
Admit it. I've been before.
I love Monster Jam.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville is the biggest one, so we really love it in this town.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I need to go. We want to thank you for joining us for Jackson Action. We will be back next Friday at 10:30 with your guide to the weekend. If you missed any part of this Facebook Live, you can always circle back, rewatch it, and be sure to share with your friends. Have a great weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Happy Friday.